It's schnitzel time. Gotta wake up early, put the chicken on the press, get the bread it up. We gotta try our best. It's schnitzel time. Hello. This is episode 48, Comforts Couch, Storytelling, Extravaganza. Hear myself coming loud and clear on the other computer. We're doing it, folks. We got it going. This is the holiday edition of the couch. Stand by while we quote post the room, share it around, get the beautiful people logged in. Let's give them some Christmas fun. Boom. Slow down. It's folly. We got the stream live and in action. Let's boot this up to the top of the screen. Perfect. Amazing. We've got the majority of the digital renaissance this week out in Italy. And in that, they are sightseeing and dancing and running amok, eating the pasta and having the fun. I hope that this finds you well wherever you are and wherever you may roam. We're going to be doing a little reading from A Christmas Carol this go round. But before we get into that, I want to play a piece from Jason Silva. Hopefully, this doesn't get flagged. We'll bring Zatoichi into the room. His piece is called The Arrival of the Psychedelic Puppets. And it's quite an experience. I definitely can't. Zatoichi, get in here, bud. What are you doing? There we go. You know what I'm saying? Boot it up, my good sir. Gotta make sure I accept you as the speaker. This is just a little bit of building in the open. This is what it takes to produce a Twitter space. Multiple components, recording, playing. While we wait on me to bumble around, let's see if Zatoichi can play this right off bat for us. Oh, there we go. Pink Panther loves Dairy Queen. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Eats honey buns, makes a scene. Ooh, ooh. He's the king of the pier, dancing smooth, no fear, no fear. Pink Panther, oh, oh, dancing king, here we food store, stacks it high. It's a garbage dump. Oh my my, oh my my. Pink Panther struts, mighty fine. Moves like silk on a line, on a line. Flat Pink Panther, yeah. Dancing king, won't let go. Flat Pink Panther, hey. Grooving slow, steal the show. Lazy days under the sun, fluffing up, having fun, having fun. Pink Panther's cool, never runs, eats honey buns one by one by one. Pink Panther, oh oh, dancing king, here we go. Flat Pink Panther, yeah, grooving slow, feel the flow. To the wood store, stacks it high. Hence the garbage dump. Oh my my, oh my my. Pink Panther's cool, never runs, eats honey buns, one by one, one by one. Flat Pink Panther, oh oh, dancing king, here we go. Flat Pink Panther, yeah, grooving slow, feel the flow.
Oh, that never gets old for me. Fat Pink Panther by our buddy Sleepers 2K. That gave me enough time to try to set up this Jason Silva piece. Just the audio alone is worth it. It's only a 10-minute piece, but definitely want to share that with the world. It's The Arrival of the Psychedelic Puppets by Jason Silva, host of Shots of Awe. And it's quite a mesmerizing experience to kind of go through this tumbling thicket of ideas designed to rip you from your body mind and recreate your cognitive Kansas into a wonderland of sorts. But without further ado, here's Jason Silva.
Here are some of the many things we don't know about the psychedelic puppets. Who are they? Trying to answer this in any meaningful way is hampered by the fact that outside of being able to see them and hear them, the puppets leave absolutely no footprint. They are something marvelous and mysterious, glittering, shimmering, shedding light of many colors, movement, sound, a transformative hierophany of integrated perception, as Terence McKenna would say. The complex wave of the angel peacock, iridescent, transformative mystery. Yet the chemical makeup of their bodies is unknown. They emit no waste, no gas, no radiation. Assuming that the puppets communicate with each other, they do so without detection. The air between the puppets is untroubled by sonic emission or light waves. Are they scientists or tourists? If they're scientists, they don't seem to ask a lot of questions. Why are they here? And where did they come from? The world's most decorated scientists remain dumbfounded. The most plausible theory was put forth controversially by a poet. The Irish poet John O'Donoghue, channeling philosopher Alain de Botton, explains, "What you need to understand is that the puppets are from a place beyond the literal grid," he mused. They represent a truth of a deeper sort. The puppets exist, but they do so metaphorically, he explained. They exist poetically. They exist subjectively. They exist paradoxically. And they exist narratively. And yet, astoundingly, here they are, visibly beheld. How to explain this? One theory, proposed by the mystical psychologist Carl Jung, is the concept of synchronicity. In synchronicity, the objective world and the narrative world touch. When this happens, we breach the chrysalis of limited perception and become privy to the mystery and the paradox that lies at the heart of the human condition. beyond the realms of our Newtonian and myopic absolutism and our hardened lack of imagination. It is here where the unreasonable effectiveness of mathematics converges with quantum mechanics and gives rise to an account of reality that is inherently paradoxical, informed by consciousness, and therefore increasingly psychedelic. Perhaps the puppets didn't come from anywhere. Perhaps they've been here all along, waiting for us to notice them. The puppets are Schrodinger's cat in the box. They exist and don't exist at the same time. They laugh at death and they dance in quantum superposition until they are observed or measured, that is. Behold the psychedelic puppets. You can see them. You can touch them. You can describe them empirically and objectively. And yet, that account will only constitute a kind of naive realism. The realism of hardened materialists, literalists, and reductionists, those stuck exclusively in the psychological poverty and existential dread of the objective world.
Merry Christmas, you crazy, beautiful freak. That was just a little piece from Jason Silva. I didn't want to play the whole thing, but definitely wanted to just get a taste of it. That way we have a little palate cleanser for the day. I'll be right back. There we go. We'll just continue to do this, and hopefully we will get the same audio responses from PC, but we are not. What is going on here? I guess because it's delayed. We are. Now we are right as rain. All that is turned up. We are tuned in, and we are not dropping out. We are instead letting go. We are going to enjoy that ride down this crazy roller coaster of a comforts couch storytelling extravaganza. We got a little piece here that will read randomly from chapter 3 in Circumfusion, a book created on the blockchain with love, co-authored by myself and one serendipitous. But this is chapter 3. That way we can let the other streaming aspects kind of sync up. You have to forgive me. I've tried to upgrade my situation, and this is where we are. But the extravaganza, it continues. You know, books are dead, and we killed it. Now, what are we going to do about it? All right, chapter 3. Hey, Sil, the usual. And can you add in everything with walnut cream cheese? Toasted, please. You know how Ethan is about getting powdered sugar all over his clothes. She shook her head at Sil as Sil gave her the wiggle brow. We're just talking. Sil's bayou drawl, more molasses than word, poured out over a carefully styled broom handle mustache. Sure, these eyes see and they see. The wrinkles around the old man's eyes fanned with a wide toothed grin. I dot some extra sugar on it for you, Cher. Alice's heart warmed as she received the green cafeteria tray. Sil certainly was an old school New Orleans restaurateur who took the idea of service seriously. and elevated it to a higher level. She smiled at the hot beignets, dusted with a heaping mound of powdered sugar, and carefully balanced the porcelain plates of love with a practiced fluidity. She wove around wafting conversations and coffee-stained pages to her nestled nook in the corner, conventionally draped with the personal effects of the general's dabbling, the art of war, right next to her on the table over. Doc, always the gentleman, stood up to remove the reserved table overcoats moments before Alice arrived. Somewhere buried in cafe lore was the reason the carved antler-handled knives were still embedded on the back wall. The knives served as hooks for various historical significant artifacts, including a couple of coats that no one in Louisiana would ever have a reason to wear hung. The dubious French-Canadian fur trappers' coats, supposedly from the 1700s, were a tourist trap that brought the amusement of the regulars every time they were photographed. The chess players, wanting a buffer zone of sorts, kept the table reserved. By displaying the vestiges, midshipman was finishing up positioning his pawns when Dot returned back to the table. Alice smiled. Doc's opening move proved he wasn't playing around this morning. She wondered what sort of jibber-jabber they'd discussed today. Alice, now settled and sorted, took a sip of her custom brew and contemplated the books. Stripped of their purpose, scaled in behind glass, or sealed in behind glass along the back wall, she felt a tad out of place, sitting there untethered to her work. Today's meeting was supposed to be about being present. No distractions, no work on the side, no mental acrobatics or meandering through formulas, no noodling over data sets or researching for errors in the code. According to Ethan, being present was to honor the exchange of time between friends. She looked down at the makeshift card castle her idle hands had constructed from sugar packets, and her glance drifted to the ivory Alps of fresh powder begging to be conquered on the plate. Picking up just one, she thought about how Ethan would be present for the rest. All right, you crazy beautiful freaks, that was some sweet treat action at Cafe Du Monde by way of circumfusion. Hopefully you enjoyed that reading. Definitely an excellent little love letter to Web3 and the potentials of the blockchain and what we can, as creatives, accomplish if we work together and remember that what matters the most is each other. And moving right along, we will dive into. Oh, I just realized my chair is a mess of notes. But we will dive in shortly to a little excerpt from my own writing. As soon as I get this chair decluttered, like I said, trying to upgrade my situation ended up causing more mess than I knew I could handle. But nonetheless, we strive forward. In the meantime, this is a digital renaissance anthem. We haven't heard this one in a while. Let's get that going in the background. Enjoy. For horsemen ride through the dawn bright sky, Ozzy Amazali, your comfort fly high. Echoes of laughter and roars of delight, deep conversations through the darkest night. 2 years of mourning, grace and cheer, together we conquered every fear. Peace, love, happiness in every thread we weave. The digital renaissance we truly believe. Raise your voices, it's time to rise for the digital dawn that sees the skies. Four horsemen guide us with their glow. In the digital renaissance, we all grow.
grow. Each day starts with entertainment gold. Stories of love in our hearts they hold. From pixels to reality, they break the mold. Dawn of connection, a tale born told. Short late, but never gone astray. Bringing joy and light in her unique way. Together we march through this digital day. Our anthem strong, no shadows can sway. Raise your voices, it's time to rise. For the digital dawn that sees the skies. War horsemen guide us with their glow. In the digital renaissance we all grow.
That was the Digital Renaissance anthem. Good to see you. Cheers. Long time no talk. Just hanging out, doing my little holiday special, reading some stories. You just missed some circumfusion readings that we had going on. I'm about to read a little something of my own, or maybe I try something very weird and have the robot trying to read it. That would be weird. That's going to take some finagling though to get the robot to read it. Let's see. Make sure I'm not logged on to multiple instances, and I'm not. Uh-oh. Goody goody gumdrop. We might be able to listen to a little reading together, as that is the portion of my editing process that I am in, or my proofreading process that I'm in, is just listening to it be read aloud. Luckily, I try to go over these things as often as possible, and I caught a critical error last night where one of the later chapters had accidentally gotten deleted. Luckily, we were able to recover that. Thank the Lord. Let's see where we're at here. Give me two shakes. Rise and shine. Build a fire. What are we doing? Life is a game. I think that's what we're going to try to do, people. We shall see. Hold on to your horses. This here. Ah, this is the moment that you realize that you don't have the right program on this other computer. Ah, building in the open. It's a vibe. Oh, thank you. I'm needing these. Oh, someone just got my copy of A Christmas Carol for backup, just in case any schnizzlery was to happen with my technology, of which it has. While I try to download that extension for the natural reader, um, we will get a little bit of Dickens' classic, Christmas, 'Tis the Season. Definitely one of my favorite stories of all time, in all the ways it's told. One of the cool things is that it's a ghost story originally, and with that, it frightens us into keeping the Christmas spirit in our hearts all year long. Whew, we're not gonna be able to read the whole first part, but we're gonna give it a good old college try. Ooh, natural reader, what's up? Add to Chrome. There we go. Let me turn on some extra lights for this. The old book's got the T90 little fonts for my old man eyes. All right, and away we go. Marley was dead to begin with. There's no doubt whatever about that. The register of his burial was signed by the clergyman, the clerk, the undertaker, and the chief mourner. Scrooge signed it, and Scrooge's name was good upon change for anything he chose to put his hand onto. Old Marley was as dead as a doornail. Mind, I don't mean to say that I know of my own knowledge what there is particularly dead about a doornail. I might have been inclined myself to regard a coffin nail as the deadest piece of ironmongery in the trade, but the wisdom of the ancestors is in the smile, and my unhallowed hands shall not disturb it. On the country or the country's done for. You will therefore permit me to repeat empathically that Marley was as dead as a doornail. Scrooge knew he was dead. Of course he did. How could it be otherwise? Scrooge and he were partners for I don't know how many years. Scrooge was his sole executor, his sole administrator, his sole assign, his sole residuary legatee, his sole friend and sole mourner. And even Scrooge was not so dreadfully cut up by the sad event, but that he was an excellent man of business on the very day of the funeral, and solemnized it with an undoubted bargain. Had to cast his friend off to the underworld at a bargain. But that is old Scrooge, and that's how his story begins. Hopefully, that's not the way our story ends, but I pray that we remember that what matters the most is each other, which is a lesson that Scrooge learns along the way, especially as you see him morph. And I love all the incantations of this tale, tales of how the tale is told, and different. Matthew McConaughey's a version of Scrooge. Bill Murray's one. You have classic renditions, Mickey Mouse renditions. Yet somehow we fail to keep the Christmas spirit in our hearts all year long. We fall victim to those muggle moments of misguided everydayness, where we slip from the wheel of the divine and fall from the potter's table and continue to plummet out of grace until some event offers itself to for us to afford some form of charity to those in need. Do we get to recoup what we have lost? So they say. But we have got the natural reader going. Let's see if I can get it to read the text. Uh-oh. We might be in business. Hopefully this doesn't violate my own copyright, but we shall see. It does not like it. Come on, just a little bit. Technology. When will it ever work on demand?
60 frames per second Cyberdelic Odyssey.
Oh no, we gotta change her voice. Oh whoa. No, that's like premium voice. We need the English UK. Where's old Greg? Oliver? Graham? Let's see, is it Graham?
Hi. I can read web pages or
Nope, that sounds like J-Ron. We're not doing that. We're doing this.
Hi. I can read web pages or documents for you.
No, Graham.
Promotion. At the edge of Coffin Island's northeastern tip stands the
At the edge of Coffin Island's northeastern tip stands the abandoned lighthouse.
There we go.
Once a beacon amidst the fog-laden darkness, this guardian of the shores holds new guests and gizmos. Sir, the director is on hold for you, the comms officer relays. Agent Zero grabs the phone and turns towards the crashing ocean. 0, I need an update from you, son. The director's gruff voice cuts in directly. The cleanup crew has it under control. I haven't heard any squawking from the local Barneys. What about Zeph? The director asks. Couldn't locate the body, Agent 0 says. Fuck. And X's databases were wiped clean. Quote. There's one more thing. What? The director's voice stabs with a sharp agitation. During the last firmware update, the geeks found an anomaly in the Oros system's memory index. Zeph. Who else? Listen, we need to cross our T's and dot our I's on this one. X is essential to national security. We can't afford it falling into the wrong hands, do you understand? Agent 0 furrows his brows. Yes, sir. You have unlimited resources with this, and your security clearance is elevated, the director says. Does this include a raise? Get it done, son. This is the highest priority. Forget about those first global libs, for now. I don't care if you have to drain the entire fucking Atlantic. Retrieve the Oros system, or I'll find someone else, Commander. The line goes silent as two black MH-47 Hellas buzz past, their nav lights disappearing into the darkness.
There you go. The robot didn't have all the connotation and flexion that I needed, but it did the trick. Let's see what Monsieur Jack is doing up here. Oh, let's see what Lala's doing. Jack attack. Jack attack, where you at?
I'm here.
When you leaving on your trip?
2 Mondays.
Okay. You see Leo and them being crazy in Italy?
Yeah.
Hopefully they got some good dancing shoots.
Probably, yeah. How's a fat piggy?
Yeah, he is. He is. You done any dress to impress today? Oh, is that the latest one?
It is.
Okay, what is this? Red dress. You got holiday trimmings, no background. I see what you did there. You did the background last time. This time you're coming in, switching the perspective. I love it.
Very green from Bella. Very green from Bella. Very green from Bella. Very green for Bella.
Nice one, bro. I love it. Now, is there like a yearly thing for this or a seasonal championship for the Dress to Impress, or is it only just day to day?
For Christmas time. The holidays.
Okay. Is there like a holiday loot box you win?
Like prizes and stuff for the other calendar to add it in.
I love it though when games do have the holiday thing. Are you enjoying your YouTube commercial
Yeah.
free pimping?
With
Oh,
the membership. With the membership, with Terra membership.
now what does that get you?
Some badges. Terra badges.
Okay, I see. Now, how did you hear about Terabyte? Was it through Roblox?
Yeah.
Nice. Pulling back the layers, Jack. Diving deep. I am stoked for your Christmas vacation coming up. I can't wait to hear all about it. Definitely get you some good picks for us.
I got 4 river dogs. 4 river dogs pets I have. They're good.
Oh, wow.
They're my pets. All mine. They're
Now,
rainbow.
what about your dragons? Didn't you have dragons, Jack?
I did. I still got them.
Oh, okay. I see. You're just showcasing the season's items. I got you.
Roblox. Because it's 99. I got all these pets are good. They're regular dogs.
Locked in.
All the
Oh,
regular dogs are they're really good.
I love it. Damn, too bad you can't play Roblox professionally.
I would do that from other Roblox.
Yeah, you're right.
Because it's a beautiful pictures. I'm a Christmas chip.
Mm. Hey, didn't Leah send you some Roblox for Christmas?
He didn't. I didn't get them.
You didn't get them?
No.
We're gonna have to get on to him when he gets back.
I'll be out of town on Christmas trip. I'm excited.
I know. I can't wait. I cannot wait for you. Just because you get to go to
It's a
new
dance.
place. You go to a new place, new adventures. Got the
With
little.
the arcade downstairs, the arcade downstairs.
I know, man. You're playing Mario Kart when you get there, aren't you?
I am.
Nice.
Yeah, my first badge, my first Temper Games badge.
Now, when are you gonna start streaming your Roblox playing, Jack?
On YouTube and on Twitch.
You already do?
Yeah, I thought on Twitch and YouTube
Okay.
and Discord.
And Discord? Oh my God, you're ahead of the game.
Yeah.
That is fucking wonderful. I love it, Jack.
My first badge.
Now, are there a bunch of different badges you can get, or how's that work?
Well, I did a channel for a while with her, but I loved it. The music is amazing music too.
Hold on one second, Jack. I just found my Schnitzel Time song. Let's see if we can get it going. Y'all ready for it? Let's see if we can get it. And a one, and a two, and a.
It's schnitzel time. Gotta wake up early, put the chicken on the press, to bread it up. We gotta try our best. It's schnitzel time.
There we go. Ah, that was seamless. It's such a good song. I love it. Gotta wake up early, put the chicken on the press. We're gonna bread it up. Means get that money, Jack. We're gonna try our best. Or we're gonna be eating nuggies. Speaking of nuggies, Jack, I just heard Taco Bell might be doing nuggets from Taco Bell.
They are.
That sounds crazy town to me. Just bring back my double XL burrito, please. Just bring that back. We'll be fine.
Bucket is one. Bucket is
Oh,
one.
did they?
40 points.
What?
40 points. 40.
Ouch. Ouch.
They won it. They won.
That's a stomping.
You got 40 points, 4 touchdowns.
That's not,
The Bucks.
that's not a,
4.
who are they playing?
Chargers.
Shoo.
We picked them up hard.
And congratulations. Now, you think y'all going all the way to the Super Bowl, Jack?
I think they are. I think they are.
Uh-oh. That's nuts. And Clemson, didn't they go to a thing? Are they making it to some bowl?
Course,
Yeah.
it's college football. We have this week. We're going to let's play the Texas game.
Mm.
It's a tough one, but who this game? Got 10 wins so far. Chris has 10 wins.
Oh man. Shoo, except for that one win against Carolina, a loss against Carolina.
Well, look at the Texans. What's it to the Texans team?
Is it A&M or Texas, the orange one, the Longhorns?
Well, Chris is a Paul.
Oh.
This is Big Paul. Clemson.
Charles McIntosh invented. Ooh, I found some crazy fun questions. Lala, are you there?
I am here.
You want me to ask you a crazy fun question?
Sure, what you got?
Hold on, I got a random box of them.
What is this from?
Just some random gift from my work.
Oh, that's right.
They got me a bunch of $5 gifts. They're so weird. Like, so these questions, they're so hard to pick from.
Give me something good.
Who is the only U.S. president to have a patent? Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson, Jimmy Carter.
Who is the only president to have a hat?
A patent. Like a U.S. patent on it, like they invented this thing.
Now you know I don't know that.
Well,
Why
of
you gonna
course,
set me up?
but that was the easiest. That was the easiest one. Shit, I don't know. Lincoln.
Do a more fun one.
I don't know if there are any more funds. I could get Cards Against Humanity out.
There you go. Have you talked to Yamaza and Leo? Are they having fun? I saw something about
Yeah,
a drunk space.
Yup, and it was Leo's birthday the other day,
Wow.
and they had him gallivanting around, eating the pasta, and they went to the Leaning Tower of
I
Pisa.
saw that.
They've been just having a grand old time.
Incredible.
It's gonna be hard for him to come back. Yeah, just roving personal tour through the Italian countryside, and I can't wait to sit down with him and hear what he has to say versus what the schmucks are telling me, which is the you got to be here to see I'm like, get out of here with that shit. That's what language is used for, to convey the what lies over the hill, what lies over yonder.
When are they coming back?
Next week, I think. I'm not exactly sure.
Okay. What all have you read today?
Circumfusion. I read a little bit of the Dickens. I'm about to go back into some Dickens. He's a long-winded feller.
Oh yeah.
I love that it's a ghost story. Very tiny print on our copy of the book, though.
Very small.
It's itty bitty. I should have my Sherlock Holmes magnifier glass if I had one.
It's a cute little book, though.
Yeah.
There's so many different versions, of that story of the book that we could get,
Mm-hmm.
something that's more descriptive and has like better illustrations and.
Oh yeah. Still though, my favorite telling of Disney is the Mickey one, Mickey's Christmas Carol. It's so good. The Bill Murray one's good, and the one we watched recently with not Ryan Reynolds, Matthew McConaughey.
Oh yeah, Ghosts of Girlfriends Past or something.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely forgot how amazing that movie is. Perfect little rom-com for whenever that was, sometime in the early 2000s. When did that movie come out? Ghosts of Girlfriends Past. 2009. Wow.
Ooh. And we watched Die Hard as well.
Amazing movie.
Yeah. I forgot how Christmassy it is. It should have never been a
They
question.
even have Christmas music in the end, so it's like, honestly, I just feel like you can't argue on that.
Exactly.
It's a Christmas movie.
I think it was somebody
Argument's
trolling.
over.
I think somebody was just trolling the other folks,
It's a Christmas movie without a question. It's set during a Christmas party. There's Christmas music throughout every single scene. There's some sort of decoration. Well, not every single, but the majority of them. I know. What other movies we got to watch?
Oh, we got plenty. Vacation. You can't get through the season without Christmas Vacation.
That's true. That's a classic.
Also, A Christmas Story 1 and 2 with Ralphie. You're gonna shoot your eye out. Either those two. The Man Who Invented Christmas for Me.
Yep.
I just love that movie through and through.
Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I think that's really about it.
Christmas carols to melt your heart. Can I get in trouble for sharing these? Are these copywritten musics? Can music from the 50s be copywritten still? Oh well, we're gonna go in. If YouTube flags it, I'll tell them just cut it out. We'll make the space super short.
Yep.
I don't know if we can do that. Yeah, nice Frank Sinatra. They'll definitely get me. Sorry, folks. There'll be no Christmas for you.
Read a little Christmas Carol action.
I will after this Beastmas jammin', a kid called Beast member on SoundCloud. Let's see.
Season sales event at your local Ford dealer.
Uh-oh.
That's where you'll find great offers across the entire.
No, we will not. Sorry about that. That's a negative, Space Ghost. Holy moly. Never again, SoundCloud. Try to hit me with the Ford dealership ad in my own space. Oh, feels so dirty. Tainted. Jack, why'd you let me do this?
Spread the love, spread the cheer. These masses here. No snow, just golden sand. Golden sand. These must breeze across the land. Feel the breeze. Santa Beast, he rides the tide. Ride the tide. With gifts of love and joy inside. Oh. We're jamming on Beastman's Day. Beastman's Day. We're smiling, dancing all the way. Under the sun, a heart so true, so true. Beastman's vibes for me and you, Palm trees shining with their lights, shining bright. A reggae beat to guide the night. Feel the beat. Ether, gifts, and family near. Family near. Beastmas magic everywhere. Oh, let the drums play. Let the people sing. Let them sing. Beastmas is a time for everything. Peace and joy, that's what we bring. What we bring. Together now, let's let it ring. Let it ring. We're jamming on Christmas Day. Christmas Day. We're smiling, dancing all the way. All the way. Under the sun, our hearts so true. So true. Beastmas vibes for me and you. Me and you. One love, one heart. Beastmas will unite. Unite. The season of giving. Shining so bright. So bright. No matter where you roam, you'll feel at home. With Beastmas love, you're not alone.
Crazy Jack, what you got, Brother Bear?
Got my picture of my family member picture. My picture of my family.
Oh wow, you got a big one, bro.
Sure did.
Nice one. Now, are all of them going to be at the cabin, or which one? Oh yeah, Ozzy. Tell us in
Noah's
the
coming to
family.
visit me Friday, Saturday.
Oh,
Noah's
that's
coming to visit
cool.
me.
That's cool. Hell yeah, have your friend on a trip. There ain't nothing like that. I'm just saying. I can remember being, younger, going on family trips. You get to bring your friend along. That was a whole vibe. I'm glad you're still able to enjoy that.
I'm excited for
Many.
it too. Providence,
Oh,
Tennessee.
oh yeah. No, from what you've said, those views are going to be splendid,
It is.
breathtaking, even. Let's see here.
I'm Santa Claus. I'm outfit on Santa Claus outfit on. I got for Christmas
Oh
time.
yeah, I saw that. I saw that. That's what's up. Now, are you gonna be giving out the presents Christmas morning? How's it
Yeah.
going down?
I'm with Santa Claus for the Christmas time with Santa Claus. Just not Santa Claus. Put my sweater on.
That's fun. I love a good Christmas get up.
With Santa Claus with the hat on. Christmas time with Santa Claus hat on. What's the hat on? Christmas hat on.
Let's see if I can find us some poems, Christmas poems.
I enjoyed the reggae Christmas. Excuse me.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm like, I never even thought about that. I'm like, I don't know if because remember we found the MF Doom, which I'll have to share that.
Yes, please.
Um,
Share that below for folks listening
that
to.
was
The
so
MF Doom Christmas
unexpected.
is amazing.
And then, yeah, I'm like, I don't know if I've heard reggae Christmas music. I'm into it.
Ooh, I just found a Christmas poem. I might sing it. Very Charlie Brown-esque. Yeah, I think I might be. Yep. Jack's giving me that look. He's like, "Yep, you're gonna sing that poem that Christmas for Christmas Day. Hark the herald angels sing." There we go. One, two. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinner reconciled. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. You didn't think I was going to sing the whole thing. I was going to just do a little bit. The rest will read. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With the angelic host proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Christ by highest heaven adored, Christ the everlasting Lord. Late in time, behold him come, offspring of a virgin's womb. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Veiled in the flesh, the Godhead see, hail the incarnate deity. Pleased as man with man to dwell, Jesus our Emmanuel. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Hail the heaven-born Prince of Peace, hail the Son of Righteousness. Light and life of all he brings, risen with healing in his wings. Hark, the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Mild he lays his glory by, born that man no more may die, born to raise the sons of earth, born to give them second birth. Hark, the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. What a piece! Holy moly! I should have pre-read it before I read it. That was, oh man, what a powerfully charged song. Thus it's a carol. I wonder what gets something kind of lumped into a Christmas carol, and are there more carols? Or is caroling dying out? Was it just a product of the 60s advertisement? Hmm. As we dive into that quandary, I am going to turn to the next section in A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Excuse all the punniness, people. I know not what I do. The mention of Marley's funeral brings me back to the point I started from. There is no doubt that Marley was dead. This must be distinctly understood, or nothing wonderful can come of the story I am going to relate. If we were not perfectly convinced that Hamlet's father died before the play began, there would be nothing more remarkable in this taking a stroll at night in an easterly wind upon his own ramparts than there would be in any other middle-aged gentleman rashly turning out after dark in a breezy spot. Say St. Paul's churchyard, for instance, literally to astonish his son's weak mind. Scrooge never painted out old Marley's name. There it stood, years afterwards, above the warehouse door, Scrooge and Marley. The firm was known as Scrooge and Marley. Sometimes people new to the business called Scrooge, Scrooge, and sometimes Marley. but he answered to both names. It was all the same to him. Oh, but he was a tight-fisted hand at the grindstone, Scrooge, a squeezing, wrenching, grasping, scraping, clutching, covetous old sinner, hard and sharp as flint, from which no steel had ever struck out generous fire, secret and self-contained and solitary as an oyster. The cold within him froze his old features, nipped his pointed nose, shriveled his cheek, stiffened his gait, made his eyes red, his thin lips blue, and spoke out shrewdly in his grating voice. A frosty rime was on his head, and on his eyebrows, and his wiry chin. He carried his own low temperature always about him. He iced his office in the dog days and didn't thaw it 1 degree at Christmas. External heat and cold had little influence on Scrooge. No warmth could warm, no wintry weather chill him, no wind that blew was bitter than he, no falling snow was more intent upon its purpose, no pelting rain less open to entry. Foul weather didn't I know. The hail, the sleet could boast of the advantage over him in only one respect. They often came down handsomely, and Scrooge never did. Damn. Scrooge never loses. Cold! Nothing more gruesome than the constant cold. As we can note in the parable of the Grinch and El Ebenezer here, once that constant cold gets in you, it's hard to get out on your own, which is why what matters the most is each other, which is a popular theme that Dickens tries to impart upon us time and time again, because that is the only way we have survived these saber-toothed beasts that lurked along the grasslands. We have just become entrapped in our own worlds. You know, we form society to protect the weak from the wolves, yet we have become the wolves feasting upon our own. But when we're able to impart some kindness and extend the Promethean courtesy or dive into what makes us come alive, we get to gain a better foothold in the tidal wash of everydayness. If not, we all become like Scrooge. We become muggles, Scrooges, if you would. Scrooge, why you gotta be so poignant, Dickens? Why? Let's see. I kind of want to keep going. Lala, what you say? Her silence says it is time to keep reading. Whoosh. Nobody ever stopped him in the street to say, with gladsome looks, "My dear Scrooge, how are you? When will you come to see me?" No beggars implored him to bestow a trifle. No children asked him what it was o'clock. No man or woman ever once at all. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Even the blind men's dogs appeared to know him, and when they saw him coming on, would tug their owners into doorways and up courts. Then they would wag their tails, as though they said, "No eye at all is better than an evil eye, dark master." But what did Scrooge care? It was the very thing he liked, the edge his way along the crowded paths of life, warning all human sympathy to keep its distance, was what the knowing ones call nuts to Scrooge. Once upon a time, of all good days in the year, on Christmas Eve, old Scrooge sat busy in his counting house. He was cold, bleak, biting weather, foggy withal. and he could hear the people in the court outside go wheezing up and down, beating their hands upon their breasts and stamping their feet upon the pavement stones to warm them. The city clocks had only just gone 3, but it was quite dark early. It had not been light all day, and candles were flaring in the windows of the neighboring offices, like ruddy smears upon the palpable brown air. The fog came dense without the fog came pouring in at every chink and keyhole, and was so dense without that although the court was of the narrowest, the houses opposite were mere phantoms. To see the dingy cloud come drooping down, obscuring everything, one might have thought that nature lived hard by and was brewing on a large scale. Let's get Olala back. Oh, Scrooge, what, what a character! Goodness gracious! Heart hardened by the monetary reprieve of indifference. Get Lala down, pull it back up. Thank you all for spending your time listening along as we get this going. As I bumble through, did I get you? Are you there?
Yep, I'm here. I deleted out of the app or whatever, and so I guess that's what happens. It takes you off the space. That was weird.
Oh, well, you didn't
But
miss
I'm listening.
anything but my poor reading of Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol. We're gonna get out of the doom and gloom of Scrooge, and we're gonna maybe look towards some. We're gonna hop around. First day of the Three Spirits. What are we doing? We already all know where Scrooge is at. He's a miserly old cuss. Let's see how does Dickens do it. There's some fun little drawings in here for sure. Where are we at? 5 o'clock. No, not. We'll do stave 3 and then 5. All right. Waking in the middle of a prodigiously tough snore and sitting up in bed to get his thoughts together, Scrooge had no occasion to be told that the bell was again upon the stroke of 1. He felt that he was restored to consciousness in the right nick of time for the especial purpose of holding a conference with the second messenger dispatched to him through Jacob Marley's intervention. But finding that he turned uncomfortably cold when he began to wonder which of his curtains this new spectre would draw back, he put them every one aside with his own hands, and lying down again, established a sharp lookout all around the bed, for he wished to challenge the spirit at the moment of its appearance, and did not wish to be taken by surprise and made nervous. Gentlemen of the free and easy sort, who plume themselves of being acquainted with a move or two, and being usually equal to the time of day, express the wide range of their capacity for adventure by observing that they are good for anything from pitch and toss to manslaughter, between which opposite extremes, no doubt, there lies a tolerably wide and comprehensive range of subjects. Without venturing for Scrooge quite as hurriedly as this, I don't mind calling on you to believe that he was ready for a good broad field of strange appearances, and that nothing between a baby and a rhinoceros would have astonished him very much. Now being prepared for almost anything, he was not by any means prepared for nothing, and consequently when the bell struck 1 and no shape appeared, he was taken with a violent fit of trembling. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a quarter of an hour went by, yet nothing came. All this time he lay upon his bed, the very core and center of a blaze of ruddy light which streamed upon it when the clock proclaimed the hour, and which, being only light, was more alarming than a dozen ghosts, as he was powerless to make out what it meant, or would be at, and was sometimes apprehensive that he might at that very moment an interesting case of spontaneous combustion without having the consolation of knowing it. At last, however, he began to think as you or I would have thought at first, for it is always the person not in the predicament who knows what ought to have been done, and it would unquestionably have done it. At last, I say, I began to think that the source and secret of this ghostly light might be in the adjoining room, from whence, on further tracing it, it seemed to shine, this idea taking full possession of his mind. He got up softly and shuffled in his slippers to the door. The moment Scrooge's head was on the lock, a strange voice called him by his name and bade him enter. He obeyed. It was his own room. There was no doubt about it, but it had undergone a surprising transformation. The walls and ceiling so hung with living green that it looked a perfect grove, from every part of which bright gleaming berries glistened. The crisp leaves of holly, mistletoe, and ivy reflected back the light, as if so many little mirrors had been scattered there, and such a mighty blaze went roaring up the chimney as that dull petrification of a hearth had never known in Scrooge's time, or Marley's, or for many and many a winter season gone. Heaped up on the floor, to form a kind of throne, were turkeys, geese, game, poultry, brawn, great joints of meat, suckling pig, long wreaths of sausage, mince pies, plum puddings, barrels of oysters, red hot chestnuts, cherry cheeked apples, juicy oranges, luscious pears, immense twelfth cakes, and seething bowls of punch that made the chamber dim with their delicious steam. In easy state upon this couch there sat a jolly giant, glorious to see, who bore a glowing torch, in shape not unlike Plenty's horn, and held it up high to shed its light on Scrooge as he came peeping round the door. "Come in!" exclaimed the ghost. "Come in, and know me better, more." Dickens is out of hand. Out of hand. All that plum pudding, the goose and the geese,
Making me hungry.
right?
None of that sounds good, but still.
Well, it's just the piles of it, the descriptors. Goodness gracious.
What year was the first
I know motherfuckers'
story
mind
published?
was blown.
Was it 1800s? It's got to be.
I can either look at the book or we're going to have to grok it.
Rocket.
1843.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, not the. I wasn't that precise, but the 1800s, I figured. Wow,
Hey,
1843.
1843. Motherfuckers' minds got blown. They read that Christmas Day. They, they couldn't get right ever since.
Wow, over 150 years, right? Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
I'm terrible with math, but yeah,
Yeah, over
I'll take your
150
word
years
on
old.
it.
Well, I am hopping off, and I will see you
Why
shortly
you
for
gotta
some
do that
Christmas
there?
fun.
Oh yeah, no, we're going to the lights at the county park
Oh,
today.
yeah.
Gonna be a wonderful ride. I'll check back with you later, Lala. Thanks for hanging out with us on Comfort's Couch, Holiday Edition. Remember, drink plenty of water, stay mindful of your posture, and continue to be positive and love your lives. Jack Attack.
Well, with my badge, I get my first camera games badge. Welcome badge. It says.
Let me see. Oh. No, where's this badge at? Is it on YouTube?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Damn, son. May J2. Oh, what was that?
Yeah.
What you playing, Jack? Hold on one second, Major. What you playing? Mario?
64 DS.
Hmm. Damn, got all the games. Major, how are you?
I am good. I'm eating candy, sweets, as I'd say. I'm playing Fortnite.
Nice one. Now, I saw on Fortnite they updated it to a little first-person switching mode.
Hmm?
Like in Fortnite, I think there's like a first-person mode.
I have no idea. I just logged on.
Mm. Yeah, I don't play it, but I heard somebody talking about maybe it's coming. I don't know. It'll just offer
I
extra
did get a
diversity.
notification that there is an update, but I don't.
Mm. Is
I
it
mean, I had an update.
is it cross-platform?
Fortnite. It's always been, yeah.
Cool. You have a good time with Starfish and
Yeah,
Katie McGee and them.
I miss them, and I'm very thankful for it. I did end up going home, and then I went back.
Yeah, no, I remember talking with you on the get back part.
Yeah, and then I went back the following morning. And I don't regret it, but I regret leaving.
Exactly. No need to leave.
Uh-huh.
You weren't a bother.
No, I was. I'm always a bother. I got sweets in my mouth.
What kind of
Sorry.
sweets?
I don't know what they're called. It's not licorice. It's like red candy with sugary powder in the middle, like a straw.
Some candy or some sweets, some games. I love it.
Mhm.
I love it. I can't wait to get some time for the gaming. I was able to set up a stream on my new
Have you
computer.
got Fortnite?
I do not.
You should get it.
It's like 100 gigs.
It's free though.
But it's 100 gigs. That's a lot of. That's a lot of.
It's a good game. You love it.
Is it seasonal?
Yeah.
I saw they had some Ninja Turtle skins. I was like, damn y'all,
Oh
damn
yeah.
you.
They're in the store right now, I think.
Don't do it, AJ.
No. I spent my money on candy. I can't.
Nice. Now, what you got? Like penny candy? Y'all got cheap candy, good candy, Haribo level? What we doing?
Haribo. I've got Haribo gummy bears and Haribo strawberry sticks.
I never had the sticks. The gummy bears are fire.
The gummy bears are so different in America compared to England.
Well,
Like they
Avi,
taste like cheap.
they are.
They taste like cheap candy over in
They
America.
are.
Like I tried it and I was like, "Ugh, this is not fucking
No,
Haribo.
you got
Ew."
to go to the British store
Yeah, it tastes a lot
or the
different.
Euro Market or whatever it's called.
I've got some Cadbury 12s. Cadbury in America too is trash.
Yeah.
It's like made by Hershey over there, and it's like it tastes like Hershey too, like the aftertaste. So it's like I don't like Hershey's. Cadbury is like a smooth, yummy chocolate.
Oh, I know. Like I said, my British roommate, when he would go over there, or his dad was doing like import stuff, he'd get like a box of goodies mailed to him.
Yeah.
And he'd get his comic books and he'd roll some spliffs and get his tea going. He was out of hand, putting Cadbury eggs into the tea. And I was like, "You're nuts, bro." But nothing wrong with a little sweet adventure.
Nope, nothing
Make sure
wrong
you
with that.
brush those teeth afterwards.
Yeah, I know.
For sure, because you don't want the
I'm no British in that, but come on, man. I know to brush my teeth.
No, the Americans don't, and that's for anybody listening.
Just stole this person's kill. No, he's about to kill me. Wait,
Listening later on, it's like public service announcement. Drink plenty of water. Stay mindful of your posture. Continue to be positive. Love your life. All that beautiful jazz.
Are you off?
Not yet. No. Just practicing the deliverance of it.
Okie dokie, you can't leave me like this. That's so mean. When was your last space?
Last Tuesday.
Last Tuesday. So
Yeah.
obviously I missed that, but
We had
I'm
lark
here
music
now.
in. It was good.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, super talented. What is this? No, we don't need any of that. We might get a little Fat Pink Panther jam again though. I'm feeling the vibe. Trying to get in my Christmas mode, fluff it up. Enjoy a little Fat Pink Panther by our friend Sleepers. Re-K.
Let's go.
Fat Pink Panther loves Dairy Queen. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Eats honey buns, makes a scene. Ooh, ooh. He's the king of the pier, dancing smooth, no fear, no fear. Fat Pink Panther, oh, oh, dancing king, here we go. Fat Pink Panther, yeah, yeah, grooving slow, feel the flow. Goes to the wood store, stacks it high, hits the garbage dump. Oh my, oh my. Pink Panther struts, mighty fine, moves like silk on a line. On a line, Fat Pink Panther, yeah, dancing king, won't let go. Fat Pink Panther, hey, grooving slow, steal the show. Lazy days under the sun, fluffing up, having fun, having fun. Pink Panther's cool, never runs, eats honey buns one by one by one. Pink Panther, oh, oh, dancing king, here we go.
The best part of that song is he's fluffing up.
I've never heard that, but it's amazing.
Fluffing up. Oh, you want to hear more? It keeps going. It's top notch. Made by AI. How about that?
Entirely?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's out of hand.
It's
What?
better than most artists, don't we?
Right? No, it even has a little breakdown at the end. Here, we'll get it back on. This is breakdown, made Jack. You're like, hold on. Computer made this?
Mm-hmm.
Off to the wood store, stacks it high, hits the garbage dump. Oh my, oh my. Pink Panther's cool, never runs, eats honey buns, one by one, one by one. Fat Pink Panther, oh, oh, dancing king, here we go. Fat Pink Panther, yeah, grooving slow, feel the flow, feel the flow, feel the flow.
See? It's a vibe.
Mm-hmm. It is. I like it.
Crazy Jack, what you got real quick?
Got my badge, my first, second back for Pepper Games badge. My badge.
You need to get AI to make a song about Fat Piggy Howard.
Oh, we'll get him to do it.
Have a good day, Comfort. Have a good day, Comfort.
All right, bud.
Talk soon.
Yes,
Ciao.
sir. TTFN, Chabella. Is that a thing? I don't know. I'll have to get my Italian folks in there. Got Jack there. Boom. Got his badge going. Love it. Love his little Santa get up, too.
Hell yeah. I've got 4 kills so far. There's 37 people left.
Now, is there some building going on in there? Are you like building little bases and shooting people, or are you running around just
No,
shooting
I've
folks?
got builds off. I took builds off. I don't play with builds. I'm not that good. There's bots after me. Now I would have reload my gun. Oh, there's people shooting over here. Let's run over to them third party and kill them all. I love third partying.
What are you doing? Third partying. Oh, where you
Yeah.
just run in and clean up?
Yep. Like they'll be in the middle of killing each other, and I'll kill the guy that's getting killed most, and then I'll kill both, and both of them will die. Like I just did now, and then this other guy. Where is he gone? Oh shit! Oh shit!
Go, Major. Go, Major. Go.
You're not killing me, dumb. Oh, there's two people. Okay, he's dead. I saw other footprints for another guy. Where is he?
All right. We've got Stave 5
I don't know where this
from A
guy is.
Christmas Carol. Are y'all ready to get doused with Dickens' words about this
You're
holiday
ready.
season? Oh, it's happening. As soon as I find the place. Oops. Just get that going. Boom. Ba. Yes! And the bedpost was his own. The bed was his own. The room was his own. Best and happiest of all, the time before him was his own, to make amends in. I will live in the past, the present, and the future, Scrooge repeated as he scrambled out of bed. The spirits of all three shall strive within me. O Jacob Marley, heaven and the chrysanthemum be praised. For this I say it on my knees, old Jacob on my knees. He was so flustered and so glowing with his good intentions that his broken voice would scarcely answer to his call. He had been sobbing violently in his conflict with the spirit, and his face was wet with tears. They are not torn down, cried Scrooge, folding one of his bed curtains in his arms. They are not torn down, rings and all. They are here. I am here. The shadows of the things that would have been may be dispelled. They will be. I know they will. His hands were busy with the garments all his time, turning them inside out, putting them on upside down, tearing down, mislaying them, making them parties to every kind of extravagance. I don't know what to do, cried Scrooge, laughing and crying in the same breath, and making a perfect Lacombe of himself with his stockings. I am as light as a feather. I am as happy as an angel. I'm as merry as a schoolboy. I'm as giddy as a drunken man. A Merry Christmas to everybody. A Happy New Year to all the world. Hello here. Whoop, whoop, hello. Here we go. Just a little piece. Just a little something. Change is possible, even for a miser like Scrooge. And so too is true for all of us, especially in this holiday season when we try to envision a brighter future and a better tomorrow, to pull ourselves towards the most delightful future possibilities and wake that splendid dream into reality. We're still pressing forward. We're going to get you some updates from an indie author here. We're pressing forward on getting something ready to publish by the end of the year. We've surpassed an initial editing point and have just polishing through and have gotten some of the illustrations more lined up with how these formats look. So it's a lot of formatting versus anything. Formatting is key for the look of the written architecture to kind of be impactful. Not as poignant as Dickens, because we live in a world where we have a sixth grader's mentality or reading level, but definitely tried to make it as heartfelt and sincere a read as I could muster. Crazy Jack, what you got, bud?
So I'll give Sarah, I'll give my friend Sarah, I'll give some artwork for her, so I'll work with them doing.
Oh, you did this? Let me see. Where'd you do this at?
AI. Clear AI I
Oh,
have my phone. I can do my phone. I did that for Sarah.
that's cool. Hell yeah. Have you done others? Are there other images you've done?
Now yeah, Don, we're going and still working on them.
Okay. Dude, you take a picture, you can probably run it through there, eh?
Yeah, I can, yeah.
Oh man.
We're gonna
Pictures
go
of
get
your
some pork chop, cook
dogs.
some pork chop, we're gonna cook some pork chops in your rice, some pork chops in your rice.
Whoa. What kind of pork chops? You doing salt and pepper? How you cooking them?
With Dano,
Oh, got them. You know there's Danos on them damn things.
it's looking good, it's looking good so fucking good so far.
Pork chops and rice. What else you doing with it? You got to get mac and cheese. You got some
Some
collards.
green,
What's happening?
some green beans.
There we go.
We
Love me
good, eat
some
good
green
tonight.
beans.
We get good tonight. We good, eat good tonight. Good tonight.
Nice one, bro.
We're doing football now. Some football. Watching
Oh
YouTube
man,
videos. Or Switch. Putting a Switch.
you got a full night ahead of you, and I love it.
Yeah. We will pork chops. I love pork chops.
What are you doing with the Switch?
Watching YouTube. What YouTube videos? Watching YouTube videos on the Switch.
On the Switch. Oh, I'm such an old fuddy duddy. I didn't even realize that it was basically a little tablet.
You're on the go. You're traveling.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, I'm still debating getting one
It's really fun to
with
pick
those
up traveling.
Marios.
So, on a Christmas trip. Take a beautiful picture on my trip. I'm going on a Christmas trip. Take beautiful pictures.
Mm, mm-hmm.
I'm on the trip.
Oh, I can't wait to see what you bring back.
I'm excited.
Man, what a fun space it's been today, Jack.
It was fun. This
Read some
one was
Christmas,
fun. A lot of fun.
right? Read some stories, sang some songs, got the updates from Jack Attack.
Have a good Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas, guys. Have a good Christmas, guys.
Yes,
You
sir,
too,
you as
Jack. Merry
well.
Christmas.
Bye, Piggy Howard.
Ooh, I got him on the way out. Smack. Yep, we will not be having the couch this coming Christmas Eve. I'll be at the parents' house, but we'll be having a little pre-New Year's Eve party space. Uh, Coming up that following Tuesday, I will be putting a space link up there. Thank you all for sharing your time with us here today. We've had some fun laughs and share some stories. It's a quieter space than usual, but I don't mind monologuing and helping fill the dead air in your lives with my kind words and my story. Jack, May J, Heather, Sebastian, Howie, while everybody came through today.
Ich schnitzel, ich